Yeah, it's bad. It's not that bad, but yeah.
Oh, I'm on your ass.
I need to clean that fridge out. I got a lot of stuff to clean and get rid of before you come home. I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
Even though Charlene says it's been years since they were involved with each other, the way they're talking with each other tells the detectives differently. She has barely moved in her chair, but we can see that she looks incredibly uncomfortable with her legs crossed in front of her in a subconscious effort to shield herself from the cops. She's uncomfortable with being caught out in a lie, but things are still going to get way worse from here.
Yeah, you're supposed to.
I mean, you're stuck with me regardless, but
Oh,
I want
okay.
you to like just.
Yeah.
I just want you to look at me sometimes and be like, damn, my woman's fine.
Fine as wine.
Mm-hmm.
Super fine.
Damn.
Super.
Jesus.
Super.
Oh, God.
You are fine, baby.
Hmm?
You are fine.
Cool.
Yeah?
Yeah.
This is so
Over the next
crazy.
few minutes, the most intimate
so crazy.
details are revealed.
And you got a live ass head game. Oh my god.
This is so crazy. Oh my god.
Eh,
How the
it
fuck can you
wasn't
be
my
like that?
best moment, so I was just trying to get it done.
That's so crazy. Ain't no way.
Are you in bed?
Don't even get me thinking about that because it makes me so horny.
Damn!
Like just going back and thinking about
Yeah.
that.
Jesus.
Oh yeah.
Yo, she gotta chill.
I mean, you felt me. I was like soaking through my clothes.
Okay.
What is that word? Like when somebody just always like.
Let me
super
change my
horny,
stream
like
title.
that? I just
Holy shit.
feel it.
Yeah. I
Jesus.
get very horny very easy.
Jesus.
Like, I always want to have.
And she's
sex.
sitting
That's
there.
Not even. Huh?
Not good.
She's
I
sitting
mean,
there.
I feel like I just like look at someone. I'm like, oh my god, I'm horny. No, like of course, like I only get horny for you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Pause
I'm
this
not
for a
just
minute.
like, oh my god, look, I just saw someone.
You can't see how that sounds from like my point of view.
Even after the call is played, Charlene still denies anything has happened in the prison and claims that all these references are from 3 years ago when they first met. Getting her to confess is proving tricky, so the second detective takes over and makes it very clear she doesn't have long to do the right thing anymore.
Any questions
Okay.
come to mind, Chris? Yes. So I've noticed one thing, and I want you to understand this about both of us. Both of us are veteran homicide detectives, okay? I've been doing this a while. Okay. All right? You seem to have blanks in your memory when we get to certain details, but you remember being groped in the blowjob from 3 years ago. Find that hard to believe, okay? This is your one chance to be honest with us.
Yes.
Once we get up and walk out and we're done, we're done.
Maybe it was the detective's tone, or maybe she is feeling outnumbered and cornered. Whatever it is, it made her break. And suddenly she decides the game is up.
Yeah.
And honesty is the only thing that's going to help you with us.
And then she fucking confesses.
So
Okay.
my advice to you right now is to be honest with us. Have y'all had any inappropriate contact, whether it's groping, blowjobs, vaginal, anal sex, anything, hand
Let me
jobs?
just put this here.
Yes, I am being vulgar to
Jesus.
the point across.
Yeah, no, it's not. None of that.
Then what is it?
This is crazy. Damn.
I might have given him a blowjob in the back part of the.
In the back part of the quad? Okay. How long ago was that?
I don't know, a few months ago.
A few months ago? How long have you worked here?
Since April.
Since April this year?
Mm-hmm.
Was he already here?
He was right here.
Okay. Do you know how long he's been here? Don't know. Okay.
Not at the top of my head.
So a few months ago, you gave him a blowjob in the back of B. Is that correct? And that's B quad, correct? Were there any other witnesses to it? Okay.
No.
I'm just wondering because you
Like
work.
people standing around while I'm.
Well, you work days, right?
Yes.
Were you working days at the time?
Mm-hmm.
That's why I'm asking. Was anyone around? Because I mean, everybody's up in daytime.
Right.
It's not like the jail's locked down.
These detectives finally wore Charlene down after almost an hour of questioning. She goes on to give details of the day she gave Parker oral sex in November 2021 and says that's the only sexual moment between the two since she started working at the jail. Even so, it's a disgusting abuse of power and horribly inappropriate act for the workplace, and she's about to find out how much trouble she's really in.
Oh man. I'm gonna ask, but I feel like I know the answer. I'm losing my job.
So that's not really up to me. Internal Affairs is aware of the allegations, and they will probably their investigation is separate from ours because there's.
Losing her job should be the least of her worries, as she was eventually sentenced to 100 days in prison, a surprisingly low sentence for such a brazen act of negligence and exploitation. Their relationship was consensual, at least, unlike this cop who was hiding some pretty dark secrets from his fellow officers.
Oh, I already know that video.
I didn't pull
This fucking was a big ass.
I didn't do anything right there.
This motherfucker was a crazy ass rapist.
Do you think it could be?
No, it's not. No.
No, it was rape. It was like
The cop being grilled here is Officer Holtzclaw of Oklahoma City. He's being questioned over a traffic stop where a woman claims Holtzclaw made her perform a sexual act on him in the back of his patrol car. The 57-year-old female was allegedly pulled over for suspicious driving on June 18th, but it turns out that she was in the hands of a sexual predator with only one thing on his mind.
Did your penis go in her mouth?
No, it did not.
Okay. Because DNA will clear it up, and here's the deal, too.
This video was wild. I've seen that video. That video was hella wild. That video was wild. Holy shit! So in the meantime, I just put on some of these, some tunes.
Some days all bad, some better. I'm just trying to live without becoming untethered. Weighed down by my trauma like a diamond in the pressure. I'm just trying to live life, but every day I'm feeling deader. Like, why my demons come around on a night like this? Getting mad at everything, gotta hide my fist. Everybody in my face, how I climb like this. Never thought I'd be alone when I fight like this. If I chose no plan, tell me what I can do. I'm the man making moves for my family. Better than a Grammy. I've been to hell and back, fell off track. I bottle up my trauma and my pain and I sell it back. Every test I give me, I'll excel at that. I know the devil ain't can see it, so I'll tell him that I've had loss. I've had a lot, so don't ever try to tell me what I got. You don't wanna be the one to send me out. I can tell that you got it. Used to care about my smile, but then always drown.
Oh, those ones shooting.
For a minute, they'll be fine without me. Now there's nothing more important than the ones around me. They're the ones that keep me sane, they're the ones that ground me. Yeah, there's way more.
Oh, it's not those ones. Wait, huh? Who is shooting? All these ones? Oh my god. How did they get it? Oh no, chill. I need way more turrets. These things are all permanent. I didn't think this. Get them as fast as possible. That's the try. Just get them as fast as possible. I'm gonna need some more. Some more turrets, some more everything. Stuck for a moment. Maybe it wasn't the smartest. So hard. I'm gonna turn around. There we go. Oh my god, it's lagging so hard. Jesus, that took a while. Alright, go again. Oh shit. I grabbed. Oh shit, Jesus. This shit is heavy. Oh, and there. Steal from that. Yeah, that makes sense. Bags. Almost dying. Where am I healing? I have no healing. I have no healing. No, okay, there we go. I'm gonna let those chill there real quick. Why aren't they climbing the ladders? So the ultimate design of my base ain't really working now, okay. Now that is sad. Now that I know. Up here, I can just throw these bombs down. Oh shit. Oh! How the fuck? How did Homeboy get up here? That's a shotgun. Is it over? Oh my god, is it finally over? Nope. Of course it ain't. Oh shit. Okay. Jesus Christ. The fuck? What are zombies doing this? No clue. God damn. Jesus Christ. Okay, where my axe at? Whew. Scrap this, scrap this, scrap this. There it is. Okay, so now we at least know that, so... How the fuck am I gonna... Oh my god. So... Live more the life than trying to be famous. Let me do this, this. And I put on some.
In this video, we will be comparing 3 different types of so-called geniuses.
Nah. This is that video. I'm like trying to see what shit is gonna be good, you know?
Oh, is their newest invention.
nowhere. And if you
Let's go, what's his name? What's his name? Let me go to Mace. Just watch some videos of his. Sadagaskar. Hell yeah. What's this? First white woman to experience
Why do I
racism.
feel like
Let's
the
go.
only time the WNBA is ever talked about, it's just like never for a valid reason? Back in 2016, everyone was clowning Brittany Griner for like saying she could beat DeMarcus Cousins in a 1v1.
I mean, I'm better, but and I know that kind of gets at him, but it's okay. It's okay. It's okay, little man.
And then everyone just shat on the rest of the WNBA for that. And then the last time anyone ever talked about the WNBA was when we traded the fucking Merchant of Death for a 6'9" lesbian, which was actually Brittany Griner, which is kind of funny now that I think about it. Brittany Griner just can't catch a break. But don't get me wrong, like when all that shit was going on, I was like, I was all for Brittany. Free Brittany. Like she got arrested for what? Like a dab pen? She had like a Fortnite cart? But dude, you really gotta think about it. The Merchant of Death? Like look at this motherfucker. He looks like just fucking hatred in human form. Dude's mustache alone is convicted of like 8 felonies. Like, was that safe? Was that an overall safe move to do in general? Like releasing that guy in any sort of context? That guy's not fucking dealing arms anymore, is he? I really hope he's not. But then again, why the fuck would Russia want him back then? And obviously, like I said before, Brittany Griner's imprisonment was very wrong. But why the fuck are we giving them, like, the Grim Reaper himself? This guy feeds off of bad dreams, bro. He's a super villain. He probably has, like, a big tower in Russia, like Dr. fucking Doofenshmirtz. That's where he plots all of his evil doing. But now, finally, fast forward to, like, 2024, the WNBA finally has an athlete that's worth talking about. That person being Caitlin Clark. And judging by the title of this video, you probably know what I'm about to talk about. Pretty much, Caitlin Clark has been getting so much fucking hate for no reason, other than literally being white. And you know, that's pretty normal. Every celebrity gets hate here and there. But Caitlin Clark is getting hate from people inside the WNBA, people who support the WNBA, which is just fucking insane, because without Caitlin Clark, there is no WNBA. Caitlin Clark is the WNBA. Now, the main reason people are mad is because she's not even close to being the best player in the league, but she's getting by far the most coverage. But still, in terms of, like, existence, relevance, and, like, anything else, Caitlin Clark is a WNBA, bro. Name 5 WNBA players. Exactly, you fucking can't. When was the last time someone talked about Angel Reese other than calling her hot on Twitter? When was the last time that Brittany Griner was taken seriously on the internet? When was the last time you heard about the fucking Dallas Wings? That's a WNBA team. The fucking Phoenix Mercury? Never heard of them. Seattle Storm? And that is why Caitlin Clark is so important to the WNBA. She is making it relevant, yet she's getting hated on for it. Have you ever seen those videos of that guy who walks up to strangers and offers a WNBA, like, courtside ticket or $1? Caitlin Clark is the reason why some people would actually choose the ticket now. And that is fucking huge. And I'm being so serious about that too. Put that into perspective. How much effort, money, and production goes into setting up a WNBA game, and people would rather choose $1 over going to that. $1. Imagine dedicating your entire life to basketball and people rather have $1 over watching you play. And that's why this is all so crazy, because Caitlin Clark brought them out of that shithole. And she is still somehow managing to get hate. Now, for those of you who live under a rock and don't know who Caitlin Clark is, she's pretty much just the best WNBA player in the world right now, I guess. Hey, correction. I was so wrong about that. She's not even close to one of the best players. But she was the most marketable, which is what I meant to say. And a lot of people are upset about it because, well, she's white. Okay, I mean, if we're being honest, that's pretty much the only reason why people are upset. I doubt anyone would be mad if she was like a fat black woman who was the star of the league. But either way, there's a bunch of shit that's been going on with Caitlin Clark, and a lot of controversy going on solely because she's white, which is why I titled this video that, because she really is the first white woman to experience racism. So pretty much, before I dive into the details, the main gist of what people are saying is that she has white and pretty privilege. Now, I can understand why people are saying she has white privilege because, well, Caitlin Clark is white, but when they say she has pretty privilege, like, dude, she looks like fucking Rick Owens. I'm sorry. Okay, listen, I know that was out of pocket, but dude, come on, look at her. I'm sorry. Now, before I say anything, obviously they're fucking wrong, okay? Caitlin Clark is the face of the WNBA because she's fucking good. She's filthy. And I actually take that back. I'm pretty sure she's not even that good in the WNBA, but it makes sense, dude. Like, people gave a shit about her in college. No one gave a shit about the WNBA players last year, and they still don't give a shit about them. Obviously, they're gonna give a shit about Caitlin Clark, the girl they gave a shit about in college. And usually that'd be like common sense, but I feel like a lot of WNBA players just aren't self-aware. They aren't aware of their situation fully. That's not even a diss. Like, that's just like the theory of relativity, you know what I'm saying? Like, they know that no one gives a shit about them, but like, they also see the people who do give a shit about them. So they don't really realize how little other people don't give a shit about them. And it's just kind of crazy that they're saying white and pretty privilege, because like you just want to be a victim at this point, bro. Now let's be honest here. If pretty privilege was an issue in the WNBA, Cameron Brink would be the face, bro. Like, look at her. We got Caitlin Clark, and I'm sorry, like I said before, Rick Owens. Like, you're not gonna sit here and convince me they don't, like, kind of resemble each other, bro. He looks like her creepy, like, heroin-infested uncle, bro. He's like the transgender version of Caitlyn.
So hard.
Nah, bro. This is crazy work. I'm sorry. Caitlin Clark also got a shoe deal with Nike, and a lot of people are saying that, pretty privilege, white privilege. Bro, what the fuck do you expect? Caitlin Clark is by far the most, like, marketable person in the WNBA. Like, it's not even close. There's no fucking way you're surprised that Nike picked her up for a shoe deal, bro. Like, that is a fucking bag. And that's also just a crazy accusation, bro. It's Nike. Like, they're a business. They're trying to make money, bro. They don't give a shit about her race. If anything, it would probably benefit them if she was black. Like, I'm sure they're, like, punching air right now, wishing Caitlin Clark was black. Just like you fucking tweakers. And then, apparently, you got former WNBA player Cheryl Swoops. Whoever the fuck that is, am I right? And, like, she's complaining about how Caitlin Clark had an extra year of eligibility in the NCAA because of, COVID. Like, who cares, bro? She is revolutionizing the game of women's basketball, dude. She gave you guys private jets. She gave you guys fucking endorsements. You were losing money last year, bro. Why am I yelling? I've been yelling this whole video. Why am I yelling? But either way, fucking, Jesus Christ, let me chill. Like, who the fuck are you? Why are you hating on, like, a 22-year-old, dude? Let her fucking play. You guys ever seen, like, that Drewski skit where he's filming that guy and he's like, yo, we changed this motherfucker's life.
First artist that could have been, man. I told you I was gonna do this to this bitch ass nigga, man. This fuck nigga ain't had nothing. This fuck nigga was broke.
That's like Caitlin Clark with the entire WNBA, bro. They got private jets because of her. Literally. Them motherfuckers were flying fucking Spirit last season. Like, they were staying at Motel 6 before the games. They had their team dinners at Waffle House. I'm sure some WNBA players just didn't have kids for a while because they couldn't get pregnant. That's like tearing your ACL in the WNBA. Out of commission for 9 months, bro. But seriously, like all jokes aside, like, my genuine question for this video is, like, why are people complaining? Dude, like, the WNBA has gotten no respect in its entire, like, how many years has it existed? I don't fucking know. I don't think it's made any money either. The WNBA has leached from the NBA ever since the start of its existence. Maybe this year it's different. I don't even know. I haven't done my research. I hope it has, honestly. WNBA players are, like, also always mad because no one ever respects them. Caitlin Clark comes along and gives them some fucking respect, and now they're mad at Caitlin Clark? Like, what the f? Women's basketball is finally getting, like, an inkling of recognition. And people are complaining because it's a white girl doing it. Come on, bro. Like, she only gave you guys fucking private jets. She only gave you guys endorsements. She only gave you guys, like, 90% of your viewership, bro. Literally, they were flying Spirit last season, bro. The Sparks or the Guardians, whatever team Caitlin Clark is on. Like, come on now. They're in the back of the plane, bro. Row 27, Group D. Fucking last people to board the flight. And again, I hate to dunk on Caitlin Clark for her looks. She would probably curve the shit out of me. But dude, she literally... Holy shit, I gotta chill. And by the way, all these girls would cook me in a game of one-on-one. I'm not saying anything. Why are my shorts so high? Oh, god damn. Alright, well, that's pretty much the video. I think I covered everything, right? Alright, what's up? I totally forgot to film an outro. Listen, bottom line is, WNBA athletes have been underappreciated ever since the existence of the WNBA. They've been a laughingstock, they've been a joke. Literally, it's like, it's like you should be proud of being a WNBA player, and I'm sure most of them are, but at the same time, like, there's a lot of baggage that comes with that, and it's just because they're women. Now, obviously, some players have done things to encourage that, like fucking Brittany Griner, but either way, all the other WNBA players, they suffer because of that, and that's not fair. At least I don't think so. And Caitlin Clark is finally coming along and fixing that. And now the athletes in the WNBA and like WNBA people in general don't like that? Like, what? Am I missing something here? Is there something that I'm not like comprehending? Either way, yeah, like it just baffles me how they always manage to make it about race or gender. I don't even know. Dude, I don't even know. Not gender. It's not gender. It's not a gender matter at this point. It's just like, yeah, they always manage to make it about race, and I think it's crazy. So yeah, that's my bottom line. If you guys enjoyed the video, subscribe. If you didn't, like, fuck you. Like, I do not like that. And yeah, peace out.
Yo, what's good, homeboy? What's good, homeboy? What's popping? Muhammad Altoon. I'm seeing this one yet. Alright, so we're talking about Nico Cado Avocado today, the grossest human being I have ever seen. And you know, I honestly hate making videos about people like this because when I edit it, I have to look through hundreds of photos of them, and it's just like, can you blame me? Like, look at this guy. Dude looks like a lab experiment gone wrong, absolute safety hazard of a human. Which is actually kind of funny because today we're talking about how he doesn't look like that anymore, but this is what he looks like now, and still, he looks like a fucking alien. But for those of you who don't know who this is Nico Cado Avocado, and he makes eating videos, obviously. And for the longest time, he's been pretty notorious on the internet for just being an absolute fucking slob. Or actually, I don't know why I said the longest time. It's still going on. He's just, you know, people make fun of him for a living. Either way, what you guys need to know is that this guy is the quintessential controversial fat guy, okay? He's the unhealthy dude who everyone's worried about on YouTube. You know, people wonder, does he want to lose weight? Is his job, like, holding him back because this is how he makes money, but obviously it contributes to him being morbidly obese, blah, 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 you get the deal. But recently, and by recently I mean a few days ago, this motherfucker Nico Cado Avocado dropped the biggest Uno reverse card I have ever seen. And like I said before, he still looks scary as shit. And if you thought that was terrifying, wait till you watch this video that this absolute fucking supervillain just dropped.
2 steps ahead. I am always 2 steps ahead. This has been the greatest social experiment of my entire life. It's alluring, it's compelling, it's gripping to observe all these unwell, disoriented beings roam the internet in search of stories, ideas, rivalries, where they feel encouraged and engaged, where they involve themselves with the stories and become a product of influence.
Do you hear the way this motherfucker is talking? He's like the Dr. Doom of weight loss.
So I am the villain because I've made myself one. And you will continue to consume these stories about me year after year after year, for as long as I tell the internet that I am the villain. Stories that permeate and linger and infect the minds of the ants. Influence the ants. Brainwash the ants. You are the ants.
Alright, so I don't know about you guys, but I just got fucking goosebumps. Dude looks like a bald Lewis Litt who's fucking evil. And it's like, why? Why are you doing all this, bro? This is a fucking weight loss video. Make it motivational. Make it happy. You lost like 200 pounds. That's insane. In 2 years, too. Like, I want to I want to make it very clear. This is a very impressive thing that he did, you know? It's not a joke. Like, he lost 200 fucking pounds in 2 years. But instead of being like, oh, you know, you guys can do it too, let me inspire my audience, no. No, let me go fucking Dr. Doofenshmirtz on these motherfuckers and just become a fucking goddamn villain. Those are his words too, not even mine.
So I am the villain.
Now, to be fair, this motherfucker did do one of like the coolest things ever. Like I said before, this guy is always being talked about and made fun of for just being morbidly obese. And I guess one day he was just like, I had enough. But instead of just losing the weight, this motherfucker pre-recorded 2 years worth of footage, and over the span of 2 years posted these videos acting as if that was him in real time while he lost the weight over the span of 2 fucking years. And like I said before, dude lost 250 pounds, which is like insane.
Today I woke up from a very long dream. And I also woke up having lost 250 pounds off of my body. Yet just yesterday, people were calling me fat and sick and boring.
But like the thing that's bothering me right now is like, yeah, he lost the weight and I guess he's no longer fucking gross. But now he's just fucking creepy, dude. Like, why'd you shave your head? Why do you look like, why are you talking like that, bro? Relax, like calm down. Why? Like, dude. And I don't blame him for like wanting to rub it in people's faces, especially with how much he's been talked about and criticized, but it's like, I don't really think people care, dude. I don't think anyone does that much. I mean, it's good for you, you lost the weight, but does anyone really give a shit? That goes on to my next point, too. It's like, I don't know why this is such a big deal. You know, everyone's talking about this, but it's like, it's just a dude who lost weight. Like, cool. And I guess it's kind of sick how he, like, fooled everyone and pretended like he was still fat this whole time, but it's like, why? You didn't have to do that, dude. You could have just, like, documented your weight loss process. That would have been way more productive, honestly. You don't have to do this fucking stupid-ass villain role. Like, you're just weird now. Like, why'd you shave your fucking head? I'm still, like, on that. Why do you shave his head? He literally looks like Louis Litt. Look, like, dude, come on. It's like, it's not that deep, you know? You lost the weight. Good for you. Don't be fucking weird about it. No one likes a fat weirdo, let alone a skinny one. You know what's even worse? A fat weirdo who became a skinny weirdo, but when he was fat, he wasn't even that weird. He was just fat, and everyone thought he was weird because he was, like, fucking morbidly obese and about to die. But then he became skinny, but when he was skinny, he became a weirdo, and everyone thinks he's a skinny weirdo now. And now people think he's also a fat weirdo when he was fat, but now he's fucking skinny. He's even weirder as a skinny fucking weirdo. Fuck that guy. He's skinny. He's weird as shit. You guys get what I'm trying to say. Either way, shit's still crazy. Dude's a fucking weight loss supervillain. 2024 has probably been the wildest year so far, honestly, competing with 2020. We have like 1 million people who turned out to be pedophiles. Trump got shot. Mr. Beast is getting canceled. And now Nico Cotto Avocado, whoever the fuck that is, turns out he was losing weight this whole time. Like, goddamn. Fucking Hawk Tua girl starting a podcast. I gotta make a video on that. Speaking of which, that chick is not real. How is she still a thing? But shit, I'm not complaining. More content for me, I guess. Either way, that's probably gonna be the video, guys. If you liked it, subscribe. If you didn't, fuck you. If you haven't already, go join the Discord. I'll put it down below. Follow me on all my socials. Blah blah blah. You get the deal. Go subscribe if you haven't. If you haven't already subscribed, you're probably not going to. Alright, so we're talking about Mr. Beast again. Dogpack404 made another video exposing Mr. Beast, along with a few other videos that we're going to be talking about today. Now, for those of you who don't know the Mr. Beast lore, I guess I'll give you a quick rundown. Basically, everything about him's a complete fucking lie. He fakes his videos, he tortures his employees, he let a literal child fucker work for him and put him in multiple videos. And just when you thought it couldn't get any worse, today we have child labor allegations and more employees who are terrible human beings. And honestly, it's kind of comical at this point. You know, nothing about the situation is funny, but Mr. Beast's PR team has been working harder than a single mom on Christmas, and then boom, even more allegations, and they're even worse than last time. So, yeah, without further ado, let's dive right in. So, first up, we're talking about James Warren. This guy right here, Mr. Beast's secret CEO. Like the title suggests, this guy was secretly running everything behind the scenes at the Mr. Beast team. Now, why was he kept a secret, you're wondering? Well, this guy is the biggest piece of shit in the fucking world. You know, he's been accused of a whole bunch of shit, like beating his girlfriend and doing Ponzi schemes, but the one I can't get over is he beats his dog. Dude's a fucking animal abuser. He also had a situation with a female employee at Mr. Beast, which caused her to leave the company with 3 years severance pay. Obviously, we don't know what happened to them, but I'm gonna assume based off this guy, it rhymes with grape. He would also buy cocaine and hookers for his employees so they would work overtime. That's kind of sick. I'm not gonna lie. I would never indulge in the two, but, you know, I don't think he's a shitty person for that. I don't think anything's wrong with getting your employees fucking racked, but, he still beat his dog. So let's go back to that, by the way. I'm not gonna sit here and act like that's the worst thing he's done, because it's not. He literally committed domestic abuse, but it's by far the least understandable. And let me explain what I mean real quick. The reason Mr. Beast hired this guy as his CEO, even though he's done all of this terrible shit, is because he's his cousin. And you know, for a second, I'm gonna defend him, because I'm not gonna lie, I don't blame him for looking the other way when it comes to these allegations, because it's his family, you know? I feel like anyone would be willing to be a little bit unethical if it means helping out their family. So I'm gonna assume when Mr. Beast found out about these allegations, he was trying to take his cousin's side, okay? He was trying to be naive. Like the domestic abuse allegations, maybe the girl hit him first. He was name dropped in a Ponzi scheme, maybe he didn't know. You know what I'm trying to say? When it comes to those situations, you can play devil's advocate. But when it comes to beating your dog, what the fuck kind of explanation can you possibly give? Like, you get what I'm trying to say? You could literally kill someone and be like, oh, it was self-defense, they were trying to hurt me. What the fuck could you possibly say when you beat your fucking dog? And that's the part where I'm just like, yo, what the fuck, Mr. Beast? I don't blame you for trying to help out your family. I would do the same shit, but if I found out my family member beat their fucking dog, I'd be like, no. Get the fuck out of my face. You're one of Satan's greatest soldiers. And that's basically what I'm trying to say. I'm trying to put myself into Mr. Beast's shoes if you were trying to overlook all the bullshit. But it's like, you can't. You can't overlook beating your fucking dog. I'm sorry. Like really think about how much of a shitty human being you have to be to physically harm your fucking dog. For those of you who don't know, dogs are like the easiest animal to manipulate ever, okay? They have unconditional, blind loyalty to their owners. You give them food like twice a day, they will treat and love you like a fucking god. Take my dog, for example. Okay, he passed away, rest in peace, but that motherfucker would get excited every time I even stood up. Okay, he understood that I could make shit happen at any given moment. To him, I was basically Jesus Christ, okay? Now take your Jesus Christ, or whatever God you believe in, and imagine they just start beating the shit out of you. Now also imagine that you don't speak English, and you have no idea why they're beating the shit out of you. That's basically what a dog goes through. So that's just fucking insane to me, bro. How could you beat a dog? And how could you employ someone who beats a dog and keep him a secret? Like, I just can't imagine finding that out about someone and then fucking with them in the slightest, let alone employing them. So, yeah, Mr. Beast, you really fucked up there. Alright, so the next part we're talking about is this guy named LaCoya Hill, who was allegedly the best friend of the last dude that we just talked about. So this guy's employment record is pretty interesting, to say the least. First, he ran a gay porn ring for a few years, and then he got hired in 2019 to Mr. Beast Studios.
Our party evolved into this place where, you know, you have the drag queens, the muscle daddies, the bears, the twinks, the, like, possible.
But by 2017, LaCoya Hill was running an adult entertainment event business in San Francisco called LaCoya Hill Entertainment. Then in 2019, he was hired to Mr. Beast as a producer.
Not exactly sure why Mr. Beast would hire a gay porn director, but, yeah, that happened.
The issue is that in late 2021, he was allegedly fired for sexually assaulting his assistant. Now, I put fired in quotation marks because he was actually quietly moved to the dubbing company, which was Unilingo at the time. Here is proof that he used the LaCoya at unilingo.tv email, links back to him, links to these photos, one of which was the profile picture for his YouTube channel, which also, after my first video, his YouTube channel mysteriously got deleted. And at some point, his Twitter also got deleted. I don't know if that's when he sexually assaulted his assistant. I don't know if that's after my first video got posted. Either way, Booty Call Wednesdays are canceled. He was actually brought back to Mr. Beast in 2023 after sexually assaulting his assistant prior, and promoted to Chief Financial Officer, which is how I personally was introduced to him.
Did y'all hear that? Did y'all fucking hear that? So let me get this straight, okay? Mr. Beast hires his cousin, who fucking beats dogs. Then his cousin's like, yo, I got this homie, he's a gay porn director, we should totally hire him. Then Mr. Beast agrees for some reason, hires the guy sexually assaults someone, and Mr. Beast doesn't fire him, he just puts him to another company. Then the motherfucker brings him back after the sexual assault and gives him a promotion? What? And this was after all of his social media accounts were deleted, bro. You're not gonna tell me Mr. Beast wasn't behind this?
This person is especially credible in my opinion. I ask them, did you see or hear of any sexual misconduct at the company? They say yes. LaQuia Hill, the current COO. In 2021, he had an assistant named victim's name. I heard LaQuia acted very inappropriately with victim, booking hotel rooms with only one bed, walking around in his underwear, having victim come to his house and showing him his sex toy collection. Just in general, LaQuia made victim uncomfortable. Victim started complaining to higher-ups and a report got written. LaQuia was put on paid leave for like a month. Then Mr. Beast moved him to the dubbing company and he was hired back in 2023 and was promoted to COO, even though Jimmy, James, and Sue 100% know his history. Also, I heard that when victim was let go, he was given $30,000 in severance.
Yeah, this guy's a fucking freak.
Do you know who LaQuia Hill is? Yes. And you're aware of the case that has been covered up for some time. Explain. Essayed multiple people, apparently roofied multiple people as well. Verified employee number 5. I'll also say this person is especially credible, that they worked there a while ago, like 2020, 2021, around then. Okay, few things. LaQuia sexually assaulted his assistant who was straight and LaQuia was gay. You probably already know that. But James is best friends with him, so holy shit was that surprising that they kept him around way longer than they should have. There were reports of him making the assistant sleep in the same room / bed with him on trips, touching him inappropriately, and dangling his job in front of him.
Yeah, Mr. Beast literally had fucking P. Diddy working for his company. Dude was 30 years old, grooming his 18-year-old assistant, making him look at his sex toy collection, and they brought him back when one of the employees he assaulted was still working at the fucking company. Like, hello? What the fuck? And the part that just baffles me the most is that they promoted him. Okay, the motherfuckers rewarded him for getting away with that shit. But yeah, that's pretty much like the main shit that Gee, that's pretty much like the main shit that went down recently. The guy also exposed him because Mr. Beast is like apparently really misogynistic and promotes it in his work environment.
She says, on my very first day, I was told to avoid being alone in a room with certain people in positions of power. At least once a week, I was subjugated to inappropriate questions and conversations. Once, a male coworker asked me what I would do if Jimmy assaulted or harassed me. On another occasion, this same coworker said it wasn't fair that women could just decide a past sexual encounter wasn't consensual. Many of the men I worked with would make assault and jokes on a daily basis. They would scream and hit walls when they got upset. The minute any woman leaves a room, they would talk about if/how they would fuck her. I've heard men comment on female contestants' bodies many times. Not everyone behaves this way, but no one openly speaks out against it in fear of losing their job. If you complain about any of this, you'll be shamed for being too sensitive or just ignored. You can't take anything to HR either because Jimmy's mom runs it. It's pretty common for people to essentially get paid to leave and stay quiet if they make enough noise about something. There is no employee handbook, by the way. If you ask for one or what the company's policies are, they just tell you to ask them and they'll let you know if anything is against the rules. But again, there's nothing in writing, which is true. The leaked document is just the production manual.
Yeah, that's not that fucked up. You know, it's definitely weird, but at least they're just workers not being professional. At least they're not like sexually assaulting people. Oh wait, they do.
I only hung out with Jimmy a handful of times, but he definitely was a little more reserved around me because I wasn't a part of his inner circle, or the boys club as it's called. I did hear Jimmy straight up say that the guy making a documentary on him right now has footage of him saying stuff that would absolutely get him canceled. It's just a well-known thing the boys club is misogynistic and looks down on women in the company despite what they might say publicly. Behind closed doors, the women in the company know that the culture is a problem.
My game? Yes? Okay.
I have heard multiple stories of Jimmy being directly informed of SA happening at the company and proactively working to keep it quiet.
Yeah, that's not a good look.
So Jess directly implicating Jimmy in the SA cover-ups. LaQuia with an 18-year-old straight assistant, so she's one of the people corroborating that story. Ava told Jimmy about a time she was essayed by another talent member on a private jet, and talent members / employees making advances towards contestants was a regular occurrence.
Bro, how do you get so little bitches that you have to resort to contestants in a Mr. Beast game show? Like, what?
The reason all of this was able to happen for so long is because Jimmy is deeply misogynistic and only respects what he considers to be traditional women. He pushed those values into the company when he created it, and it resulted in several SA allegations we know about, and probably a lot more we don't know yet. Which I will say, a lot of the SA allegations are still not public.
Yeah, pretty much now he's getting called out for the way he runs his company, saying it's unethical and
What the fuck?
That it's misogynistic as fuck, and that he allows all this shit to happen because he's Mr. Beast and he doesn't care, blah, blah, blah. In terms
I'm not because of the video, right? Like, do I have like a shit ton of zombies in my face, something? Like, what's going on? No? You good? Okay, Jesus the fuck. Oh, okay, a zombie, he's just chilling. He can't hit me.
In terms of these allegations, Mr. Beast actually has done something. His team sent out an email that got leaked saying that, like, yo, we're firing the dog abuser and the gay groomer motherfucker, and we're hiring this guy. James Hausman, I think, but it turns out he's a fucking freak. The way he runs his own companies is just as fucked up as Mr. Beast already was, and apparently he was reported for talking about masturbation in a company interview or something like that.
Jeff Hausenbold has been in the news previously for the internal culture that he helped create as managing partner at the SoftBank Vision Fund. Here's New York Post. Nasty executives shaped macho culture at SoftBank Vision Fund. And here's Bloomberg Business. But this Bloomberg article also goes to call Jeff out by name.
So, yeah, I'm convinced Dogpack 404 is the biggest meat rider of all time. Like, Mr. Beast can't even hire a new, like, chief executive officer without this guy just background checking him and exposing the fuck out of him. Props to him, though. He's really fucking good at it. Like, he literally, like, stalked his ex-girlfriend and convinced us that he is also misogynistic towards her. So, yeah, I guess, good shit, dog. He's not even done yet. He has another video coming out, too.
And I have a lot of other interviews and other allegations that I'm working on putting together, so I have something for when Mr. Beast responds, if his response is bad.
But either way, Mr. Beast has been on a fucking generational run. I don't know what he's gonna say in response to all this. Like, seriously, what can you fucking say? Like, I can understand Mr. Beast faking videos. I can understand him faking giveaways. I can even understand the guy he damn near tortured. Okay, maybe he didn't know. But dude, he had a child fucker, a dog beater, and a gay groomer all working for him at the same time. Okay, he employed 3 of Satan's greatest soldiers at the same fucking time. Not to mention Ava Chris Tyson, dude. He had the fucking Suicide Squad. Like, literally, it's almost kind of comical how many bad people he has working for him. Like, why would you do this? And now you have all these allegations of him covering it up, and he knew about all of this the whole time. Like, oh my fucking god, dude, it's over for Mr. It's over. It's fucking over. But yeah, that's pretty much my opinion on the whole situation. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Moral of the story, don't be a piece of shit. Alright, if you liked the video, subscribe. If you didn't, fuck you. If you haven't already, go join the Discord, blah blah blah. You already know the deal. Peace out, guys. Love you all. Bye.
It was like all those videos. Like, I've been benching his fucking videos all day. Not yet this one.
Alright, what's up, guys? We're starting the video standing up because I am fucking infuriated right now, bro. I am livid. Not even gonna monetize this video because I'm putting a whole movie trailer inside of it, and I'm doing that by choice because I hate this so fucking much. And I'm sure you can see by the title of this one, we're talking about the Minecraft movie trailer today. And if you haven't heard by now, it fucking sucks. It's terrible. It's one of the worst things I've ever laid my eyes upon. Like, I could look up Minecraft on Pornhub and probably find a better movie. Now listen, you guys might think I'm overreacting, but as a former basement dweller, as someone who used to eat, sleep, and breathe Minecraft every day as a kid, this was honestly disrespectful. This was insulting to me as a person, my character, and everything I stand for. First things first, the shit is live action. If you guys don't know, Minecraft is fucking blocks. Don't know how that's gonna work. Oh wait, I do. It's just gonna look like shit because there's real people in a Minecraft world. And on top of that, you have this chick. I fucking hate this chick. For those of you who don't know, she was in another show called Peacemaker, you know, one of my favorite shows, but she was like my least favorite character in that show, and now they're putting her in a movie about my favorite game of all time. Like, what the like, fuck you.
The hell?
It's almost as if they purposely just tried to make this movie as terrible as possible. Why is Aquaman in the Minecraft movie? And why is he dressed like a twink? Like, it's just like, what the fuck is this supposed to be? I have no idea what's going on.
Anything you can dream about here, you can make.
Literally, like, what the fuck is that? Why?
Who are you?
I am Steve.
So, yeah, that's probably, like, the worst part about this entire thing. Jack fucking Black is Steve. For those of you who don't know who Steve is, this is him. What the fuck am I looking at? This is like the saddest case I've ever seen where a company tries to force as many big name actors into a movie as possible. Like, if you want to put the Kung Fu Panda guy in the movie, at least make him look like fucking Steve. At least have the common courtesy to not disrespect the game like this and put some fucking effort into it. Like, the only thing that makes him Steve in the movie is him saying, I am Steve. If he didn't say that, I don't think anyone would know that he's the fucking main character. The only thing they got right is the t-shirt color. This is like me starring as Jackie Chan in a movie because I'm fucking Asian.
Okay.
Dude, I actually have, like, beef with Jason Momoa after this. Like, what the fuck is his character? Dude looks like an undercover cop trying to bust sketchy dealers for replacement hormones.
This guy is such a tool bag.
So, yeah, that was so bad, it was honestly offensive, and I'm even more pissed off that there's, like, millions of dollars going towards producing a movie for this. I'd also like to point out the actors. Maybe I'm just being biased because I already dislike the movie, but these actors fucking suck. You already know what I think about Jason Momoa's character and the fat black chick. Jack Black playing as Steve just ruined the rest of my year. This kid just looks fucking annoying. He probably can't even eat gluten. Looks like a younger version of Dax Flame. And this girl is the most vanilla looking white chick ever. Again, I know I just sound salty and I probably am being biased because I already dislike the movie, but yeah, fuck these actors for agreeing to be in it and ruining my favorite fucking game of all time. We have beef now. Aquaman, I used to love the Aquaman movies. No, fuck Aquaman. Jason Momoa, fuck you. And listen, before you guys leave some hate comments, I'm joking, okay? Obviously, I know it's the producer and the director who makes the actual movie. It just kind of pisses me off, you know? I can go on Pornhub and look up Minecraft and get a better movie than this shit, you feel me? Moist Critical said it best. The way I describe it is that it looks like a Clash of Clans animation, which is another part I forgot to mention. The overall art style and the way the movie was produced just does not look like Minecraft, you know? It looks like it's based off Minecraft, and it looks like it is supposed to mimic Minecraft, but it doesn't look like fucking Minecraft. And I don't know, I feel like if you're gonna make a movie based on Minecraft, it should fucking look like Minecraft. Is that a hot take? And like I already said before, the live action looks like complete dog shit. Just looks like you slaughtered a bunch of fucking real people into a Minecraft world that doesn't even look like Minecraft. It looks like shit. Looks like fucking, looks like, what is that? Terraria, right? That's the Minecraft clone? This is what I think. I think the movie's gonna do numbers. Obviously, it's the Minecraft movie, but I don't think anyone above the age of, like, 12 is gonna enjoy it. Which, you know, I understand that they're trying to make it appeal towards kids, but it's also just a really stupid move. You know, Minecraft is a very old game. It's been around since, like, what, 2008, 2009, 2012, some shit like that. There's gonna be a lot of adults who played Minecraft when they were younger who would want to watch a movie like this, and, you know, the fact that you're not making it appeal to them is just kind of fucking stupid, you know what I mean? And I kind of wish you would, because you're disrespecting the fuck out of my favorite game. Do you have any idea the blood, sweat, and tears I put into Minecraft? How much growth, how much personal development I've had on that game? You know, that reminds me of a time, my friend griefed the shit out of me in a survival server we had with our entire friend group. This was like 5th grade, so you know what I did? I went into his house and destroyed all of his shit, burned it down, broke all of his chest. I was letting him know that shit is not sweet. I got my lick back. Turns out him and like 2 other people also lived in that house, so like I just griefed the shit out of 2 of my friends. So you know, I got got kicked from the server, unfair as shit, but I was like, shit, let me get back on. It was kind of deserved, you know? So I'm begging my friends. I'm like, yo, I'm sorry, he started it, blah, blah, blah. Please let me get back on the server. The original kid who griefed me, we're gonna call him Tyler for the video, he had the audacity to say, bench 145 and we'll let you back on the server. 145 is one plate on the fucking barbell, by the way. We're like in 5th grade too, so, you know, that was a lot of weight back then. I could barely bench the bar back then, you know? I had the 10-pound weights on each side. That was my max, so I was like, word. So I fucking grinded the gym. Didn't hit legs, didn't hit core, didn't hit arms, didn't even hit chest. I would just bench every single day. Took me about 4 months, but I got it. I hit 145, sent him the video, and I got back in the Minecraft server. Shit was dead by then, but I still was able to bench 145. Then I realized the joy that comes with improving yourself as a human. So I started working out more, and look at me now. I'm fucking yoked. So that's why I get so riled up at shit like this, okay? Minecraft it means something to me. This is personal. And the fact that they just disrespect the game like this is crazy, you know? That's why I'm getting so riled up and mad and emotional during this video. It truly does mean something to me. This is what I think they should do, because obviously they're gonna listen to me. I think that they should just scrap the entire thing and make it an animated movie, have Jack Black and Jason Momoa voice in the movie, and then boom, problem solved. Kids are still gonna watch it, adults are gonna start to watch it, you know, it's a win-win. I think that's what they should do, but obviously, you know, I'm just sad at gas. But yeah, guys, that's probably gonna be the video for today. If you liked it, subscribe. If you didn't, fuck you. Moral of the story, there is none, honestly. I don't think I can make one up for this video. But yeah, guys, appreciate the love. Thank you for watching, and yeah, peace out. Love you all. Bye. The love. Thank you for watching, and yeah, peace out. Love you all. Bye.
Yo, damn, he's actually getting ripped. Okay, cool. Okay. Yeah, I've been liking this shit.
Alright, so I'm sure most of you know who Chris Brown is, the rapper who beat the shit out of Rihanna. And, you know, we're talking about him for multiple reasons, but one thing I want to ask is, like, how is he still a thing? You know, he's a piece of shit, and he still has women literally drooling over him when he beats the shit out of them. You know, you feel me? Like, what? And it's not like it's alleged either. You know, he pleaded guilty to going into the octagon with fucking Rihanna. Like, literally Rihanna, dude. Like, he really did that shit. You know, laying your hands on any woman is already a terrible thing to do. But how the fuck do you survive beating up Rihanna, you know? Like, he pieced up Rihanna and he's still, like, here fucking having girls pay $1,100 to fucking take photos with him like this. Which is a perfect segue into the first topic of the video. So for those of you who don't know, Chris Brown is a very famous rapper. And a lot of girls really, really enjoy him. And, you know, some people like him for the music, but a lot of these fans also really like him as a person. So much so that they'll pay $1,100 to meet Chris Brown and take a photo like this. And, you know, I'm not gonna sit here and lie. Like, dude's attractive, he's hot, he's a hot fucking guy, but like, dude, like, he still beat the shit out of Rihanna, so I still don't get it. Now, the reason I'm telling you all this is because I was scrolling through Twitter the other day, and a photo of Chris Brown's meet and greet popped up into my feed, and I figured I'd show it with you guys, because it's pretty fucking funny. So like I said before, these fans pay like $1,100 to meet Chris Brown and take photos like this, where he's like grabbing their ass, choking them, doing a bunch of sexual shit. So I wanted to show you guys this photo, and as you can see, it is not like the others. This dude made him go back to back. It looks like they're posing for a fucking album cover. And it's like, dude, Chris Brown owes this guy a refund, bro. Like, what happened to all the other poses? I've never seen this one before. You can clearly tell this was not the meet and greet he was looking for. You can just see, like, the anger in his eyes, dude. He's fucking pissed. And I'm not gonna lie, like, I would be too. Like, you know, everyone's getting their ass grabbed and choked, and this guy gets a fucking Power Ranger pose. And it's like, I'm gonna assume he's gay. So it's like... But it's like, is this homophobic? That's another question I have. I don't think it's homophobic in the slightest, you know. Chris Brown totally has the right to do it. But, I don't know. It's just funny as fuck. You can tell, like, he wanted to be held. He wanted to be fucking groped by Chris Breezy. And I still don't get how this is even plausible. Like, remember, he beat up Rihanna. You know, that's really fucked up. Like, he's literally a fucking woman beater. And he's guilty of it. Like, he pled guilty. He hits fucking women. Like, I don't know how else I can say it. Like, I don't get it, you know? Like, you know, I understand when, like, athletes get away with it. You know, people look the other way and shit. But this guy's making, like, a career of women loving him when he fucking beats them. Like, what? Can you imagine being Rihanna? Fucking Chris Brown puts you in a goddamn RKO and now girls want to pay $1,100 to be choked by him on camera. Like, hello? What? Like, $1,100 for a photo is already fucking crazy, but with a guy who fucking hits women, like, hello, and you're a, like, what? Now, the second reason we're talking about Chris Brown is because of this lady, Brooke Adrian. I said that wrong on purpose, by the way. Either way, we're talking about her because I wanted to show you guys this photo, okay? Adrian got married. Not to Chris Brown, no. Swipe. See, there she is. She got fucking married. So, yeah, that is like the saddest shit I've ever seen. But wait, it gets even fucking worse.
Well. We finally made it to the day. The day when I give up all my dreams on Chris Brown.
So, yeah, I really hope this guy signed a fucking prenup because this woman's entire wedding post is also about Chris Brown. Now listen, okay, I understand that Chris Brown's a celebrity and she'll probably never see him again and she'll never have a chance with him. But dude, it's a fucking wedding post. And why are you fucking talking about it in your wedding speech?
That is
and you're making half the post about Chris Brown. She wrote a whole paragraph in the caption about how amazing it was to meet him. Like, why couldn't you have just made it 2 separate posts? Why did you have to combine your fucking wedding? Like, what? Can you imagine being this guy? Like, you're at your fucking wedding and your wife mentions a woman beater in her speech that she's also madly in love with? She put him in her fucking wedding vows. Dude, read this caption. Like, this guy married a fucking klutz. She has a highlight on her Instagram dedicated to Chris Brown right next to the highlight dedicated to her marriage. And the Chris Brown one is first. Like, now listen, okay, I'm sure this girl's a great girlfriend. I'm sure she's loyal. I'm sure she's very supportive. But dude, it's just like, why? This is so fucking tone deaf. Like I just can't understand why you would ever do this. Like what does your husband think? How is this guy okay with this? Like, look at him during her wedding vows, bro. Like, he was not fucking with that joke. If I'm being honest, I think it's all for attention. Her Instagram post blew up because of that. She went viral, but it's just like, damn. Like, that's how you want to go viral? Fucking your husband at the expense of him? But it's whatever. Yeah, I hope they have a happy marriage, I guess. And this whole thing just adds to my first point. Like, how the fuck does this guy still have women this obsessed with him when he literally beats them? When he literally beat the shit out of Rihanna? Either way, that's like pretty much all I wanted to say. Moral of the story, don't beat women, I guess. Especially Rihanna. No, I'm kidding. Everyone, don't beat any women, obviously. But yeah, guys, that's probably gonna be the video. If you liked it, subscribe. If you didn't, fuck you. If you haven't already, go join the Discord. And yeah, peace out. Love you all. Bye.
I like that. Let me watch that one. I haven't watched that one yet. Oh.
Alright, so back in high school, me and my friends used to have this inside joke called getting snailed. It's pretty self-explanatory. Pretty much, you act like you're gonna fist bump someone, and when they go for the fist bump, you fucking snail them. Get it? Because this looks like a snail. I'm sure some of you have heard of that before, but here's the twist, okay? We had special rules. If you got snailed by someone, it doesn't matter where you got snailed, you have to do the snail. Now, you're probably wondering, what the fuck's the snail? Well, it's exactly what it sounds like. You have to get up, get on the ground, like this, and fucking snail. And that's the only rule. It doesn't matter where you are, when it happens, you have to get down and do the snail. And if you don't, you lose snail privileges. And trust me, nobody wants to lose snail privileges. That basically means you're a bitch. Like, what, you can't do the snail? It's not that bad. Actually, that was a straight lie. Like, there's a reason why we don't do it anymore. It almost ruined our friendship. And that's pretty much why I'm making this video. I'm gonna talk about the time that we had to end the snail joke because it went too far. So let me set the scene, okay? It's like sophomore year of high school. The school year just ended, and me and my 2 friends, let's call them Drake and Josh, are volunteering for some special ed wheelchair summer camp thing. Okay, that sounds really fucking offensive. It's like, basically we had to push around disabled people to get to their location because there was some like camp going on or something for them. I'm not sure why I said special ed. They're completely normal people. Their legs just don't work properly. It was basically like community service, volunteer work type shit. Either way, the way it works is that we all have to meet them at this gym, right? And once we meet them at the gym, we get our fucking line of people and we have to move them to the other gym, which is where their activities are. We literally work for maybe like 30 minutes a day. After that, we just fuck off and do whatever. It's the easiest job in the world. But we still somehow manage to fuck it up, and I'll explain to you guys why. So the way the gym is set up is that there's a lot of bright fucking lights on the top, right? And the hallway doesn't really have that many lights. But the other gym has another set of a bunch of fucking bright-ass lights. And there were about 6 people, they all had tags on their wheelchair, who had fucking epilepsy, okay? So they had seizures that they couldn't control. And because of this dog shit fucking setup, okay, I kid you not, like, you walk out of the gym, it's like dim, okay? It's like this bright. Hold on. You walk out of the gym, it's like this, alright? You walk into the gym, and it's like this, bro. It's literally like fucking night and day. And one of the people who had epilepsy in this camp was very fucking sensitive to bright lights. So, he would frequently have fucking seizures. Now, usually they weren't too bad, they were pretty mild, but sometimes they would be so bad that he would literally fall out of his fucking chair. And we knew how to deal with this, okay? We got trained beforehand. Essentially, we're supposed to just leave them the fuck alone, okay? You protect their head, move any sharp objects, and basically just let them be as comfortable as they can be while they're fucking seizing. And obviously, if the seizure is more than like 5 minutes, you call a fucking ambulance. But here's the thing, okay? When someone's seizing so hard that they fall out of their wheelchair, they can't really control themselves. So, a lot of the time, they end up falling like this. Pretty similar to the snail position. Now, like I said before, whenever someone starts seizing, we're supposed to stop everything and let the guy seize. And these seizures can last from anywhere up to 30 seconds to about 3 to 4 minutes. So after we cover the guy's head and move the wheelchair away, for about 3 minutes, we really have nothing to do other than to watch this guy shake on the ground. So now fast forward to one day, okay? Me, Drake, and Josh are all together, and only Drake has one of his fucking clients with him. Me and Josh are on break, okay? And we're going outside to have lunch with Drake. And it just so happens that the guy in the wheelchair that Drake is pushing has severe photosensitive epilepsy, which makes him very, very sensitive to bright and flashing lights, okay? And this guy had this condition really fucking bad. Like, he was very, very sensitive to light. Like, it is so fucking bad that when he goes outside, he has to wear sunglasses. And on this particular day, he didn't want to wear his fucking sunglasses. And usually, they always ask for shit like this, okay? They love to break the rules. They fucking hate, like, being in this general area, you know what I'm saying? And as workers in this fucking summer camp, we're not supposed to listen to them, okay? If they don't want to wear their sunglasses, we have to force them because, dude, you have to wear your fucking sunglasses. You're gonna have a seizure. But I guess Drake is just a fucking dumbass because he listened to the guy and let him leave without sunglasses. So can you guess what happened when we went outside? The guy starts to fucking seize. Now listen, okay, we deal with this about like twice a week, so when this guy starts fucking flopping around like a fish, it's really not that big of a deal. We've been here before, we know what to do, we got the shit covered, okay? But like I said before, when someone starts seizing, you have to wait for them to stop seizing, which could take up to like 4 minutes. So while we're waiting for this guy to stop having a seizure, can you guess what Drake does to me? He fucking snails me. And this was right after I helped him put a fucking pillow underneath this seizing guy's head, okay? I thought he was fist bumping me to be like, hey, thank you, bro. Nope, fucking snail. And you know me, I'm not a bitch, so I get up and I do the fucking snail. So I get about 2 snails in, right? And Drake is looking at me with the widest eyes right now. He's like, yo, get the fuck up, get the fuck up. And I'm like, what? I didn't really pick up on it until I saw the fucking shadow cast over my fucking head while I'm literally on the ground snailing. And you can probably assume who it was. It was my fucking boss. Now, at first, I really wasn't that nervous, okay? Like, yeah, I got caught fucking snailing, but is it really that big of a deal? I'm doing the fucking snail. Like, the only person I'm embarrassing is myself. But then this guy starts talking about, like, hate speech and xenophobia, and I'm like, huh? That's not even the right word. Then he calls me a fucking ableist, and I'm like, huh? Ableist? What are you talking about? God forbid I do the fucking snail without being accused of ableism. And then it all clicks, okay? My stomach drops. I'm like, holy shit. Holy shit. I realized that I was doing the snail about 4 feet away from the guy fucking seizing on the ground. This guy is shaking on the ground, sizzling like fucking bacon, and here I am lying next to him, essentially fucking mocking him. And that's what the entire staff thought, okay? They thought that me snailing was me mimicking a guy having a fucking seizure. They thought I was so fucked up that while a guy is literally seizing, that I would get on the ground and make fun of him for it. Like, what the fuck? While I work at a summer camp for disabled people? Like, what the fuck? What am I, a fucking supervillain? Only a supervillain would make fun of a disabled person having a goddamn seizure. And at that point in time, that's when I had to swallow my pride and be like, listen, okay, I wasn't making fun of the guy having a seizure. I was just fucking snailing. Okay, and then I had to explain to them the whole joke with the fist bump, doing the snail, and if you get snailed, you have to get on the ground and do the snail, and it was a whole fucking thing. And luckily, one of the people in there who was kind of higher up thought it was kind of funny. Okay, he was like, what the fuck? and everyone else thought I was still a fucking asshole, but this one guy saw where I was coming from, and he vouched for me. And I didn't end up losing the job. I just got a verbal warning. Safe to say, after that, we canceled the fucking snail game. You know, it's all fun and games embarrassing your friends until one of them gets accused of ableism. Alright, that's where you draw the fucking line. It honestly is just wild to think about. Like, for a solid, like, 20 minutes, the entire staff of that fucking summer camp thought I was making fun of a guy seizing on the ground. That's literally fucking Hitler shit. Like fucking Joseph Stalin, goddamn, King Louis V. Was he even like an evil guy? But yeah guys, that's pretty much gonna be the video. I hope you guys enjoyed the story about me being accused of ableism for doing the fucking snail. Moral of the story, don't play the snail game. Or just have some rules for it. If any of you guys do play this game with your friends, I don't know if it's like a universal thing. I don't know if a lot of people do it. I assume people probably do it. I don't know. But if you guys do, let me know what your craziest snail moments are. And if you pick this up from the video, let me know as well, because that'd be kind of sick. Let's fucking start a trend, hashtag snail, where you just snail in the most awkward places. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you liked it, subscribe. If you didn't, fuck you. And yeah guys, that's pretty much it. Have a good one. Peace out. Alright, what's up guys? Today we're going to be talking about old men. If you go to the gym, you're going to know exactly what I'm talking about, and if you don't, consider yourself lucky, I guess. Even though I recommend that everyone goes to the gym, this is probably like one of the only downsides. For those of you who actually go to the gym, you've probably been to the locker room. Every gym has one. Now, the locker room is like the fucking gulag of the gym, okay? You'll never know what you're going to expect. That's what happened to me this morning, okay? I was caught off guard. Let me set the scene for you guys real quick. So I just finished my workout, right? I walk into the locker room, and the first thing I see is a double meat sandwich. Number 7 from Arby's, extra protein, and there's 2 of them, okay? And in case you're wondering, I'm not talking about sandwiches. And dude, I've been to the locker room before, and this was a first for me. I've never dealt with this before, and I'm honestly kind of traumatized, which is why I'm even talking about this. I feel like maybe it'll help me if I get this off my chest. So first things first, like I said before, it was a double meat special, an extra protein type shit. 2 dudes were just fucking standing in the locker room naked having a conversation. Definitely wasn't a foot long. It honestly looked kind of expired, but you catch my drift. And this is why it was so traumatizing. Usually it's just one wrinkly shriveled meat at a time, okay? There's one guy naked, maybe 2, but they're doing their own thing. You know, they're getting dressed, they're getting ready, leaving the gym, getting ready for whatever they're doing in the locker room. Bro, these motherfuckers were shooting the shit. They were chopping it up. Just fucking naked. And you have like the physical aspect, right? Like the meat physically being there. And then you got the mental aspect, which is honestly even worse, okay? Like, these motherfuckers were standing there like they own the place, okay? There are people of all sorts of ages and races and backgrounds walking into this locker room, and these 2 fucking ancient fossils are just standing in the dead center having a conversation, butt fucking naked. I know I already said that, but I just have to say it again. Like, I know that's not against any type of rules, but like, what the fuck? Can we have some, like, common courtesy? Maybe a little bit of self-respect or respect for the other people using the fucking locker room? Now, don't get me wrong, okay? Getting naked in the locker room isn't weird. That's what a locker room's made for. What is weird is standing in the middle of the locker room flaunting your fucking wrinkly chode for everyone to see, while also having a conversation with another naked, wrinkly old man who's also showing off his meat for everyone to see. Now, I do want to clarify, these guys weren't, like, drying off or changing or whatever. Like I said before, they were just standing there fucking naked, just shooting the shit, having a good time. It was almost like a power thing. Like, yeah, our dicks are out. What are you gonna do about it? And I know they weren't trying to do this, but it was honestly disrespectful. Like, this is just as much my locker room as it's your locker room, bro. Like, what gives you the right to flaunt your fucking Arby's, like, 6 meat sandwich? Like, yeah, I can do that too, but I have the respect to only do that when I have to. And we got a 2-for-1 special. Like, there's 2 of them. I already said that. It was honestly demoralizing. In any other situation, if a guy had his dick out in front of me, I'd fucking knock him out. But I couldn't. They legally were allowed to do this. They legally were allowed to flaunt their meat to everyone in the locker room. Like, it's one thing if you're actively making progress to leave the locker room and while you're doing it, you're also happen to have a naked conversation, I guess. But they weren't doing that. Now listen, okay? I'm not a bitch, okay? I can handle a penis. Pause. If I happen to see a penis in the locker room, it's not gonna ruin my day. I'm not gonna be a bitch about it. But when it comes to old wrinkly dudes literally like rubbing it in my face, dude, like pause again, It's just like, dude, like, come on, bro. Like I said before, they were like in the front, okay? It was like they were doing this on purpose. Like there was no way to miss it. You couldn't. It was right there. Boom. Face full of cock the moment you walk in the locker room. And that story is why I'm actually making this video, because I've only ever seen this with absurdly old men. Now I am aware that since they're older, they grew up in a generation where that was normalized. People would just be naked in the locker room chopping it up. Here's the thing. Okay, this isn't fucking 1960. Times have changed. It's time to grow up. Or actually the opposite. And it's not like they weren't doing other modern things. They had phones, they had fucking AirPods, they weren't listening to music on vinyl. So, bro, like adapt to the fucking circumstances. Slavery used to be a thing, but we fucking put an end to that. Do old people still use maps? No, they use a GPS. Like, why is this the one thing that they want to hold on to? Like, you can't just drop this habit for the sake of, like, my mental health? Don't you want the future generations to be the best they can possibly be? How the fuck am I supposed to do that when every time I want to work out, I see old wrinkly penis in my locker room? Like, no one my age is doing this. No, like, 30-year-olds or 40-year-olds are doing this. It's really just, like, once you hit, like, that 65-year-old mark. Once you're old enough to be wrinkly and have a fupa, that's when, like, they just start doing it. And, you know, the worst part is... How do I say this without sounding gay? It's not the best quality meat, okay? I'm straight, I don't like penis, but if I walk into a deli, I'm gonna choose the best ham, okay? The roast beef.
Shit.
What I'm not gonna do is choose like the fucking expired tuna fish in the back. Tuna fish can still be there, don't get me wrong, he's not hurting anyone, but if the workers start rubbing it in my fucking face trying to get me to buy it, I'm gonna get a little bit pissed. And that's what these old men were doing. They were taking the tuna fish and rubbing it in my fucking face. Now, granted, I wouldn't want any meat rubbed in my face, but the tuna fish is the worst of the bunch, you know what I'm saying? By the way, we're still not talking about sandwiches. And it's like, why do you even want to show me that, bro? There's nothing to be proud of. I had this one friend who had an abnormally large penis, and for some reason, he would want to show me videos of him having sex with other girls. And I'd be like, no, dude, I don't want to see your penis. But understandably, he wanted to show off his large penis. These guys have wrinkly fucking chodes. Now, is wanting to show off your penis healthy behavior in the slightest? No, I'm not saying that. But I'm trying to make some sense of it, okay? Because that guy had incentive. My friend had incentive to show me his penis. These guys don't have any. What the fuck are you showing off? Like, your goddamn, like... What, fucking, like, dandelion penis? Like, if you were just walking around the locker room dragging your 12-inch meat behind your legs, like, I understand it, okay? You have a fucking large penis. Like, in every situation where I've had to witness an old man's penis, they've never had, like, anything impressive. Like, I'm sorry, no homo. Is that weird? I'm not looking. I'm not searching for it. I'm just saying from my, like, fucking data. Let me clear the air, okay? All I'm saying is that out of all the times I've involuntarily seen an old man's penis, it's just never been big. Never. Which is why I am stating this, okay? I do not like penis. Which actually perfectly transitions into my next point, which is why I think they do it. 1, they might just be fucking gay. Obviously, that's not the case for all of them, but some of them might just be gay, and they enjoy that locker room environment. Another reason, they're old as shit. They don't really care. You think a Vietnam veteran's gonna care if you find his sweaty ballsack gross? No. What are you gonna do? Give him a dirty look? He's probably seen the most heinous shit in his lifetime. He doesn't give a fuck. You ever heard of the term zipperhead? It's a slur for Asian people. You know where it comes from? During the Vietnam War, we would get our prisoners and we would run them over with fucking tanks and leave a zipper in their head from the tread of the tanks. But either way, do you think any motherfucker who was leaving zippers in people's heads during the war cares if you find his penis gross at Planet Fitness? No. And honestly, I guess that's like the only valid reason. Like, if you're a veteran, you've served the country, and you just don't give a shit anymore, honestly, you deserve it. I can respect that. If walking around a locker room naked is truly what you desire, I'll let you do that. And last but not least, boredom. They might just want to feel something. You can't really do much at that age. Maybe it's fun for them. Maybe they get a kick out of it. They see like your tiny micro expression when you walk in the gym and get a double meat combo right there and then, and they're like, ha, that was funny. We just traumatized that kid. And that's honestly what I think it is. I really think it is. It has to be that. Because when you're butt-ass naked, standing like this, talking to someone in the locker room, like, come on, that has to be on purpose. There's no way that's not on purpose. Like, you have to be self-aware. There's no way you don't know what you're doing. But yeah, guys, that's pretty much gonna be the video. I hope you guys enjoyed my story and my rant about my non-consensual double meat combo. Moral of the story, there is none. Just fucking make sure that, just be prepared every time you go into a gym locker room. If you liked the video, subscribe. If you didn't, fuck you. If you haven't already, go join the Discord. I'll put it down below. And yeah, guys, that's pretty much the video. Peace out.
There we go.
Alright, listen, I want to make something very clear, okay? I am not fat phobic. I would never make fun of someone or dislike them simply because they are fat. Do I think it's healthy? No. Do I think they should be happy being fat? No. But if someone's fat, I'm not going to look at them any differently. I mean, I will. But I'm not going to discriminate against them because they're fucking fat. As a matter of fact, if I see a fat guy in the gym, I have just as much respect for them as I do for the guy who's fucking jacked. Everyone has problems, okay? I have problems. And if you can identify that being fat is a problem and you're working to fix it, you're just the same as me, and I can respect that. But here's the thing, okay? Being fat doesn't excuse you from being a piece of shit. If you're fat and you give me a reason not to like you, or I find out you're just a bad human being, I will rip into you harder than you rip into a bag of fucking Cheetos. And I don't know if that's like politically incorrect, but I don't give a fuck, okay? Like, I'm not gonna let a fat guy disrespect me and not remind him that he's fucking fat. It's like, why are you worried about me? Worry about all of you, you know what I'm saying? Basically what I'm trying to say is that if I ever rip into someone because they're fucking fat, they deserve it. They did something shitty that I would judge anyone else negatively for. They just happen to be fucking fat. I don't think there's anything wrong with that, okay? And if you do, fuck you. I really don't care. And the reason I'm saying that is because today's video is about a pathological lying piece of shit. Actually, no, I take that back. Piece of shit isn't the appropriate term for this guy. He's like a large ball of shit, okay? If you took like 100 cows, made them shit in a bucket for like 2 months on end, took all that shit and combined it into a ball, you would have this motherfucker right here, okay? Boogie2988. Now listen, I know that was a bit harsh. My description was kind of brutal, but can you fucking blame me? Look at this guy. He looks like a goddamn safety hazard. Now, if I'm being honest, I didn't want to make a video on this or do any research because just looking at him makes me fucking nauseous. But then I found out that he scammed his fans through a cryptocurrency rug pull, and when they confronted him about it, he said that he needed the money desperately for his cancer surgery, because apparently he has cancer. Now listen, okay, scamming your fans is never okay. Never. Very shitty thing to do. But listen, okay, we're all human. We have human instincts. If scamming your fans will get you enough money to pay for a surgery that will save your life, just maybe I'll let it slide. Still a shitty thing to do, but like, I guess when your life's in danger, you do shitty things. I don't know. I can kind of understand is what I'm saying. But either way, turns out that wasn't the case. He didn't have fucking cancer. He lied. This fucking diabetic hippo lied about having cancer. And not only did he do that, he did that to cover up and explain the reason as to why he scammed his fucking fans. And listen, I don't know about you guys, but I feel like when you scam your fan base and lie about having a terminal illness, you qualify for being a piece of shit. Boogie2988 is a piece of shit. The crypto scam he ran was called Fatty Coin, and you can probably assume why it's called that. It was a whole bunch of bullshit like, blah, 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 look at me, I'm Boogie2988, I'm fucking fat, give me money. And he ended up linking it to like some website that exposed all of his fans to a bunch of scammers and all that bullshit. It was also a rug pull, so his fans just ended up losing a shit ton of money all because of him wanting to make a quick buck. Now listen, I have a few questions, okay? First of all, how the fuck does this guy have fans? You know, I've tried watching his content, I've tried watching his stream clips, and from what I've gathered, he just gets fucking naked all the time.
Yes, you deodorant on his head. Peter Griffin. Oh my God, I'm seeing his balls.
He has underwear.
Dude, I'm editing this video right now. How is that even possible? He has a literal apron made of fucking flesh. Now listen, maybe I haven't done enough research, but I'm confused. Okay, why is this his thing? He looks like a fucking melted ice cream cone. Like, do people find that funny? Is that entertaining to some like retarded iPad kid? His stomach is a literal bag of milk. Like, why is he voluntarily showing us this shit? It's just like, how do people stand this guy? Okay, he's not very humble. He talks a lot of shit. And on top of that, he's a literal freak of nature, okay? Like, when God created the man, he did not expect him to get to this fucking point. Like, he's not even fat, okay? That's the wrong word at this point, okay? He's gargantuan. This motherfucker is titanically obese. He could probably star in the next Godzilla movie as fucking Godzilla. Imagine what he smells like. Just imagine the scent that emits from this motherfucker. You can probably tell this guy is coming like 5 minutes before he gets to his location, okay? When he walks into a buffet, the food is trembling. And listen, if he was like a funny, giggly guy like Sketch, maybe I'd understand it, but no, it's not the case. His content is based on his opinion on things, like me, right? But who the fuck respects this guy's opinion? He's a literal fucking bowling ball. So now you're probably wondering, how do we know he lied? Okay, how do we know he lied about cancer? It all started back in 2022 when he claimed that he had this rare form of cancer.
3 weeks back, I said that I likely could potentially have a form of cancer. Turns out I got a rare blood cancer called polycythemia vera, which basically makes your body produce too many red blood cells.
He basically just talked about how he got diagnosed and mentioned a bunch of other health problems he had from being a fucking walking tire. And for the longest time, people believed him, okay? I mean, he looks very unhealthy, and who's gonna ask him if he really has cancer? I mean, who would lie about that, right? Well, this guy did. I don't know his name. He's a streamer. He's very popular. You probably know him. But this guy pretty much just asked him on stream, like, hey, I don't think you have cancer. Can you confirm this?
Boogie, 2488, you are being confronted tonight.
Go ahead.
I am 99% sure that you are faking. No, don't move. You are faking your cancer diagnosis, Boogie. Did the doctor ever tell you, or did he ever say the word cancer?
He said polycythemia vera, which is a form of cancer, as he explained it to me.
So I think it is secondary polycythemia.
Well, then
can you
why
explain?
would he call it polycythemia vera? Why would he tell me that I have hormone markers in my blood that tells me I have polycythemia vera?
Blah, blah, blah. I'm a lying fat fuck. I'm not gonna play all the fucking clips, but long story short, he was just like, no, I can't. Maybe my doctor's lying. Which he never mentioned before, so now everyone's like, what the fuck? So it's pretty obvious this motherfucker's lying, because if he actually did have cancer, he would just show a piece of paper that says, hey, this is your diagnosis, I have fucking cancer. Now listen, it would be inaccurate for me to say that there's no chance he doesn't have this cancer, because apparently there is a chance he does. But, not only has he gotten tens of thousands of dollars from his fucking fan base, he's monetized off having this cancer from past videos, why would you not just confirm it when you're being confronted about it if you're making all this money? Like, there's literally no point in not doing it. He says it's for his privacy, but, I mean, like I said before, the guy gets fucking naked on stream every once in a while.
Yes, you
Showing off his fucking bag of milk. Like, is that, like, what do you mean privacy? Get the fuck out of here. What are we talking about here? This guy is a literal fucking slug, and he has documented that his entire professional career. What do you mean privacy, bro? But, yeah, that's pretty much the entire video. Believe it or not, I don't care that he's fat, okay? I care that he lied about cancer. Him being fat just kind of pissed me off even more. But, yeah, that's pretty much gonna be the video, guys. If you liked it, subscribe. If you didn't, fuck you. If you haven't already, go join the Discord. And, yeah, peace out, guys. Love you all. Bye. Alright, so for those of you who don't know me, I grew up in a very white area, a very boring, small, white town in Massachusetts. And as you can probably tell by just fucking looking at me, I'm not white, okay? I'm Asian as fuck. And you could definitely notice that. Like, I stuck out like a sore thumb. Like, I'm not kidding. I was like one of maybe 20 people in my grade who wasn't white, and one of like 5 Asians. Now, here's the thing, okay? It doesn't matter if you're black, Asian, or Mexican. If you live in a predominantly white area, people are gonna make racist jokes about you. But no spoiled white kid has the balls to be racist to a black kid's face, okay? They're just gonna say the N-word behind his back. Same with Mexicans. Like, they wouldn't say shit to them in person, but you best believe at fucking lacrosse practice, they're ripping border jokes left and right. Now, for some reason, I don't know why, Asian people are just completely different. I don't know if they're jealous of our high IQ or our small penises, but for some reason, they would always feel comfortable making racist jokes towards me. Like, not even jokes, just straight up racism. Like, just slurs to my face, fucking just discrimination. Dude, these motherfuckers made me eat dog food. Nah, I'm just kidding. Now listen, okay, I went to the school system for about, like, what, 9 years? So I am a seasoned vet when it comes to being Asian. I have damn near a decade of experience, okay? I have heard every name, slur, and joke in the book. As a matter of fact, some guy didn't like my video, so he changed up his entire account just to call me Jackie Chan. So I figured I'm probably like the most qualified to do this. Let me make a tier list for the top 10 Asian slurs. So I got a list of all the names I've been called on my phone, and we're gonna go through them and rank them and explain why I chose each ranking. Alright, so first up on the list we got chink. Okay, this is like the forbidden rift of Asian slurs. Everyone knows it, we've heard it a million times, it's not even creative, but it's like the go-to when you need to be racist to an Asian. Dude, even I use it. Like, if my Asian friends are pissing me off, I'll be like, dude, shut the fuck up, you're a chink. Like, it's so generic, it doesn't really have any kick, you know? It doesn't really have any power to it. Now, don't get me wrong, okay? If you call an Asian person a chink, they're definitely gonna get mad. But, as a seasoned vet, I definitely would say it's on the lower end of the slurs. Like, if you call me a chink, I'm probably just gonna laugh at you. Alright, next up, we got Chinaman, okay? The only reason that's not last is because I haven't heard it as much as chink, but in terms of creativity and just power and overall, like, execution, dude, that slur fucking sucks. Like, no one's gonna get mad at you if you call them a Chinaman. They're just gonna laugh at you. Like, what, you're trying to be racist to me right now? Shut the fuck up. Like, really, dude? Chinaman? You couldn't think of anything else? And what if the guy's, like, actually Chinese? That's like calling a white guy European man. But, yeah, overall, like, 2 out of 10. That slur sucks. Alright, so here's where the list actually gets kind of interesting. In an attempt to lower the amount of Asian jokes I received, I started telling people that I was Wasian, okay? White and Asian. And you want to know their response? They called me a fucking banana because I was yellow on the outside and white on the inside. Now, to be fair, I don't look Wasian in the slightest, so that honestly was like a pretty good assessment. But what the fuck, dude? A banana? Really? Like, that's how you know you live in a racist area. People have diminished you to a fucking fruit. And you know, when I was younger, I fucking hated it, but looking back on it, dude, that's fucking hilarious. A banana? Yellow on the outside, white on the inside. I couldn't appreciate it back then, but now I definitely can. I'm gonna add that to my repertoire. Like, if any of my Asian friends piss me off, I'm calling him a fucking banana. Alright, so next up on the list, we got Curry Muncher. I put this on the list because it's so bad that it's honestly disrespectful. And every slur I've mentioned so far usually pertains to a certain type of Asian. Like, a chink is meant to refer to a Japanese or Chinese person. I'm neither of those, believe it or not, but I've been called a chink a million times. But Curry Muncher? Really? Do I fucking look Indian? That's like calling a black person a chink. It makes no sense. Alright, next up on the list, we got Jap. It's a slur for Japanese people, obviously, but the main reason it's on this list is because depending on your delivery, you can make it very, very derogatory. Like, the word itself isn't even that bad. It's just a shorter version of the word Japanese, but like, tell me which one sounds more racist, okay? This? Hey, look at that fucking chink. Or this? Hey, look at that fucking Jap. Like, not only does it sound just way more racist, but on top of that, if you're familiar with the word chink, you're probably racist. But if you're familiar with the word Jap, you're definitely fucking racist. Like, people who say chink are just white trash, but if you say Jap, like, you genuinely do not like Asians. Alright, next up on the list, we got gook. Okay, this one is just fucking hilarious. It's meant for Koreans and Filipinos, but dude, gook is just a funny fucking word. Like, I'd call someone a gook regardless if they're fucking Asian or white. It's also just like a more intelligent form of racism, I feel like. Yeah, hear me out, okay? You got the word chink, right? Any fucking loser, white trash motherfucker is gonna call you a chink. But if someone calls you a gook, they have some sort of knowledge on Asian culture, you feel me? During the Filipino-American War, the Marines who occupied Nicaragua would call the natives gooks. We also called Vietnamese people gooks during the Vietnam War. And the reason I'm saying this is because the word gook is referred to when Asians were the enemy, okay? We use the slur because Asians were bad in a sense. Like, we were literally at war. Like, there was a reason to have those slurs, I guess. So when someone calls me a fucking gook, I'm like, damn, bro. Like you really don't like the fact that I'm Asian. Like, that really bothers me. Like, when it comes to slurs like gook, banana, and Jap, you're only busting that out if you genuinely do not like Asian people. Like, otherwise, you can just say chink. Like why would you not just say chink? Alright, so next up on the list, we got the N-word. I know it's not for Asians, but I feel like I have to put it in there. Just out of respect, you know, black people deal with a lot. And while, as an Asian, I experience racism to my face a lot, I feel like black people deal with racism not to their face a lot. And honestly, that's way fucking worse. Like, if you don't fuck with me because of my race, I'd rather you say that to me and call me a slur than to silently look at me and, like, judge me and think I'm gonna fucking, like, steal your purse or something. But yeah, that's, like, what, number 5? Alright, so last but not least, we got the number 1 ranked Asian slur, zipperhead. So this is a slur for Vietnamese people, and the reason why it's for Vietnamese people is because during the Vietnam War, we would take our prisoners and execute them. And the way we would execute them is by lying them down in a line and slowly running them over with tanks, leaving a fucking zipper in their head, which then led to the creation of the slur zipperhead. So there's multiple reasons as to why I put this at number 1. The first one being, it's just fucking funny. Like, dude, if I'm in an argument with someone and they call me a fucking zipperhead, I'm gonna start, like, dying laughing. That is just a funny-ass word regardless of the context. And the second reason, well, is the context. Like, do you have any idea how dehumanizing it is to get run over with a tank? Like, if someone calls you a zipperhead, they really do not fuck with Asians. Like, it takes a special type of racist to even know what a zipperhead is, and then to use it in an insult? Like, no, dude, no. You have some shit going on. Like, anyone who's that racist is dealing with some bullshit in their life. Because why are you that racist? Why the fuck do you hate Asians that much, bro? But, yeah, so that's the list of my top 10 Asian slurs. I'm pretty sure there's only like 6 of them, but I got a few honorable mentions. We got Jackie Chan. I've heard that a few times. Bruce Lee. Player 456, Squid Games and COVID was a deadly combination for the Asians back then. People would also just make a lot of dog jokes, cat jokes. Oh, and bat jokes. That was a big thing when COVID happened. But, yeah, guys, that's pretty much, gonna be the video, I guess. Now, listen, if any of you guys are watching this and you live in a predominantly white area and you're not white, don't make the same mistake I did. The main reason I was subjected to so many Asian jokes is because I fucking let it happen for the longest time. I always like to make people laugh,